Imagine living your life within a 7-foot-long metal tube. How would you think, dream, or even breathe? This was the reality of Paul Alexander, who at the tender age of 6 was diagnosed with polio during an outbreak in Dallas in 1952. This disease, merciless and swift, paralyzed him from the neck down. Suddenly, the world as he knew it shrank to the confines of an iron lung, a mechanical respirator that controlled the air pressure around his body. This machine, a 7-foot-long metal tube, became his sanctuary, his prison and his lifeline. It enabled him to do what we all take for granted: breathe. Yet within these unseen boundaries, Paul found not despair, but resilience. He viewed his circumstance not as a cruel sentence, but as a unique challenge. A challenge he was determined to face head-on, to not just survive, but to truly live. For Paul, this unique circumstance was not a hindrance, but a challenge to overcome. The iron lung was not just a machine for Paul, it was his home, his world. Trapped within the confines of a mechanical respirator, Paul Alexander found a realm where the boundaries of his physical condition ceased to exist. As the iron lung rhythmically pulsed with life, mimicking the breaths he could no longer take on his own, Paul breathed in the spirit of resilience and exhaled the notion of impossibility. In this cocoon of steel and glass, Paul's world was not one of limitations, but of infinite possibilities. At the tender age of 6, when he was diagnosed with polio and placed in the iron lung, the world might have seemed a daunting place. But Paul was not one to be daunted. Instead, he turned his adversity into an advantage, using his situation as a stepping stone to reach heights many would deem unreachable. His education was not hindered by his condition, rather it was propelled by it. Against the odds, Paul pursued his studies with a fervor that was truly inspiring. His physical limitations became the catalyst for his intellectual expansion. He managed to attend the University of Texas, and in 1984 he achieved his law degree, a testament to his indomitable spirit. In his iron lung, Paul found a way to transcend the physical and delve into the intellectual. His world was not confined to the 4 walls of his iron lung, but extended to the realms of law, justice, and advocacy. He used his voice, the voice that the iron lung gave him, to fight for those who couldn't fight for themselves. Paul's life within the iron lung was a testament to the human spirit's ability to adapt, overcome, and thrive in the face of adversity. His world within the iron lung was not just about survival, but about living life to its fullest, about chasing dreams, and about turning those dreams into reality. Paul's life within the iron lung was not one of confinement, but of liberation. His spirit, his determination, and his unwavering optimism turned the iron lung from a symbol of disease and disability into a symbol of hope, resilience, and the unquenchable human spirit. Paul Alexander was not just the man in the iron lung, he was an inspiration to many. Known to the world as the man in the iron lung, or polio Paul, Paul Alexander was much more than his condition. Despite the physical boundaries that defined his existence, his spirit remained unconfined. His life was a testament to the indomitable will of the human spirit, a beacon of resilience and determination that inspired many around him. Paul's journey was one of overcoming adversity, of challenging the perceptions of what a person with disabilities could achieve. Diagnosed with polio in the early 50s, the disease paralyzed him from the neck down, leaving him dependent on a mechanical respirator, colloquially known as an iron lung. But Paul didn't let his physical condition define him. Instead, he took it as a challenge, a unique perspective that he used to inspire change. His younger brother Philip remembers Paul as a role model, a man with a mission. He wanted to change the world, Philip reflects. He wanted to help people out. He wasn't going to leave until, in his mind, he did something grand. And indeed, Paul's legacy is grand. His life, lived within the confines of the iron lung, was a loud declaration that physical boundaries do not limit the human spirit. Paul Alexander's legacy is not one of despair or sadness, but of inspiration and hope. He demonstrated that the human spirit is unbreakable, that no physical condition can ever limit one's potential to inspire and make a difference. His story resonates with those facing adversity, reminding them of the power of determination, resilience, and a positive outlook. Paul's life was a testament to the power of the human spirit, a story of resilience and determination that continues to inspire. His legacy is one of hope, a message that no matter the adversity, the human spirit can triumph. Paul Alexander, the man who breathed life into the iron lung, has left a legacy that breathes inspiration.